Right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Gavin, for setting up the interview with us. And nice to meet you, Leanne and Gladys. My name is Chloe. I'm the operations manager at V4TP. And I know that you guys have won an award at our Voices for the Planet Challenge. So I first want to congratulate you two. And I would like to ask a few questions about, how you create your artwork. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to start the interview. Okay?
Okay.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah, but it's a bit like
It's a little bit laggy. It's not too bad. I can listen, and if you can't hear, I can explain a little bit. I think you can hear. Okay.
Yeah, if you can't hear, just stop me and I can,
Yes.
talk slower or repeat the question.
Sure.
Okay. So I want to show people the artwork that you did. So very quickly, I'm going to share a screen with you. So I know this is for Harris, but this one I believe is Gladys, right?
Yes.
to print that out.
And then I know, Leanne, you also have an artwork, but since we're sharing Gladys' artwork first, can I please ask Gladys, what have you learned when you write the wildlife stories? Can you tell us a little bit?
Sorry, a little bit quieter. Just if you can. Sorry. Okay. Let's try to be a little bit quieter. Okay. Sorry, we've been a spaces are premium. Did you hear the question? No. Can you say one more time? So let me see if it's any volume on my. I think it's on full. I think we're on full.
Right. I'll try to speak a little louder.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So my question is, I want to know, Gladys, what did you learn when you write the wildlife story? Can you tell us a little bit about what you learned?
Mainly, I've learned that
Big loud voice.
it's very hard to write a story when you don't really know much about the subject. So I had to do a lot of research on the Chinese white dolphins.
Oh, so you did a lot of research on the Chinese white dolphin. Can you tell us a little bit about what you learned about the Chinese white dolphin?
Well, I think the most interesting thing is, the Chinese white dolphins aren't really white. They're gray when they're young, and then slowly they turn pink when they mature.
Oh, wow. So they turn pink when they mature. That's very interesting. And can I also ask, what did you love the most about the competition?
Excuse me, but could you repeat the last part?
What did you love most about the competition?
Well, I think it allowed me to learn more about wildlife and how we had to help them, and it also offered me an opportunity to practice my writing skills.
Oh, fantastic. And thank you so much. And I also want to know, did anyone help you while you create the artwork?
Well, in a few websites, my mother helped me find what I wanted, the information related to the topic. But I wrote the story on my own.
You wrote a what on your own?
I wrote the main plot on my own, and when there were some words I didn't know how to express, I either used a dictionary or I asked my mother.
So your mom is also involved with the creating process.
Yes.
Did you enjoy with your mom working with you on the competition?
Yes, because even though sometimes usually I can manage on my own, I love getting some advice on how to improve my writing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for about the artwork, and then we really enjoyed reading the story.
Oh,
You're silent.
you've just gone silent, Chloe.
Oh,
You did not.
Yes, you're back. It's okay. You're back.
yeah, I was just thanking Gladys for writing the story. We really enjoyed reading it. So does our judges. So thank you so much for sharing your artwork with us. And I know Leanne is right next to you. So I'm also going to share Leanne's artwork with everyone. And I know your artwork is about the fireflies, Leanne. So can you tell us a little bit about your artwork?
Well, I want to like express how the fireflies live with the nature, with the smoke from the factory. So I drew a hair purifier to pretend that the smoke from the factory has made the fireflies weaker. So they need a air purifier to make their air more clean and not too bad for their health.
Right, that is so thoughtful. And we also like really enjoyed seeing your artwork because it gives us the meaning and what you're trying to express through your art.
Thank you.
So now I also want to ask you about how you feel when you create your artwork.
And when I create my artwork, I feel that the fireflies are having a really bad life with the smoke around their living area, and they might have more dying. Like most of the fireflies die already because of the smoke. So it makes me feel a bit sorry for them.
Right. So you feel sorry for them. But how
Because
can
the humans have some factories that put smoke out and ruining the nature.
Right. I'm actually very impressed that you know about these kind of information. Can I also ask, how did you learn about these information about the factories, about the factories?
For the information about the fireflies, my dad like took me hiking and waited for the night to let the fireflies come out. And then I also learned about the fireflies while my dad explained to me.
Oh, so your dad is also involved with, teaching you about these
Yeah, my
kind of
dad likes nature and he likes hiking as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So when you were drawing this artwork, did they also help?
I'm not sure what to do.
When you were drawing, did your parents also help you to put the idea together?
Yes, my mom and dad did help me. My mom gave the idea for me that you can draw the home of the fireflies, and my dad taught me that you can draw some factories at the background to make it more realistic.
Wow, that's fantastic to hear. And I assume, do you also enjoy working with your parents on this artwork?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's great. So can I also know, I want to learn more about you. What do you think about, well, first of all, what is your favorite wildlife and what is the reason that you like it?
And the wildlife, do you mean the animals?
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, my favorite is the red pandas, but I wrote about fireflies because the light at the back of their body seems amazing and mysterious. So I use fireflies for this topic.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you so much. And okay, I have a last question for you. Um, can I know what is your favorite part when you were creating the poster? Like, what do you like the most?
I like the most is the coloring part and sketching on some devices to create my idea first and then sketch it on the paper.
Oh, so you created graphs before you put it on the paper.
Mhm.
Wow. No wonder you received the, I believe you received the most thoughtful, right? The thoughtful award. I can really tell from talking to you, and I'm so like proud of you for creating this meaningful artwork.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lynn.
Yeah.
And do we also have Harris with us?
Harris? No, Harris could not join. He will join on Saturday. He's told me, I saw him today, but we're actually in the after school portion now because we're still on the half days. So he has gone home. So these girls are here for English, an English activity. So not related to this, but it was a chance for me to grab them. And I asked Harris if he could join, but he's doing something else. So unfortunately not, but he'll be on the Zoom activity on Saturday.
Oh, no worries at all. And I'm thank you so much for arranging this with us. And if you have a few minutes, Gavin, is it fine that we also have a quick chat? Yeah, sure. It's no problem. So girls, why don't you say thank you so much to Miss Poon for interviewing you?
Thank you so much
and I think,
for interviewing.
Yeah, and you guys are
my pleasure.
They're desperate to get back to their group work because they're doing a radio drama. So you guys can go back to your groups and thank you so much. So
thank you.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's all a bit.
Hi, Gavin.
We've got a lot going on, but yes, that's fine. We can have a few minutes talk. Don't worry. We've got other teachers.
I'll keep it very short.
Sure.
Well, first of all, like, just thank you so much for arranging all of this for us. And you know, this is one of my favorite parts always, talking to children and to really understand what they like. So I also want to get your I guess feedback on our competition, and I also want to ask you about like what do you like about the competition, and what do you feel like, you know, guiding children to complete the competition as a teacher?
Sure. Yeah, I think as a teacher, there's two things that are really good with this competition, and the first is obviously the topic is that it's very meaningful. So there's a real message there that you're trying to, you know, save the earth, you know, save the animals, and there's a real there's a real positive message that they can take with them. And you know, I was very surprised to hear Leanne had been out hiking with her father. I never heard any of this. That's how she learned about this topic, and I kind of thought maybe she'd done some research. But so it's a way. Immediately it's got them out into nature and looking at things maybe they wouldn't have learnt about or thought about before. And then the second thing that is excellent from a teacher's point of view is that I think there were 5 different competitions, and you could do the artwork, you could write the story, there was produce a song. I think the
5 challenges.
The 5 different challenges. And so that meant that people who had loads of different skills could get involved, or as a teacher, because actually we had the 5 challenges, I knew about them, but we decided straight away we weren't going to do anything involving music, just because it was going to be a little bit difficult for us to arrange. So, but it's still enabled for someone like Gladys. Gladys is an excellent writer. She loves writing. So if it was only a drawing competition, she wouldn't have felt as, I don't think she would have felt as engaged. Whereas Leanne loves drawing. So it allowed both of them to focus on their real strengths. And obviously, if you had the time and the means, you could have got the music department involved. And I think the overall winning one was like a big collection of them all doing some dancing or something like this, wasn't it? The Shrewsbury International. Or so again, it just there was just a big scope for, depending how much time you had or what the interests of your students were, for them all to have a chance doing something they really love. So I think that's the reason why we'll do this competition again, and hopefully you can keep that open, where you have a lot of different means to create the artwork, really.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. Thank you so much, Gavin, and we definitely will keep this as a yearly thing, because we really see the impact with talking to teachers and children. And I know you have a lot of things happening right now, so I'm going to let you go now, but I would really love to talk to you sometimes, like, you know, aside from this interview, that we can provide a lot more, like, for example, school visit, workshop, etc.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that's perfect. Just keep in touch, and I mean, you got my email. You can contact me anytime, and I'll also be on the Zoom call on Saturday. So I'll be involved with the. I'll come along to that and see. And I think I've spoke to the students today about it, the ones who are in here, and I'll try to gather the ones who are not in here, tell them about it tomorrow, and hopefully a lot of them can join as well. So I will see you on Saturday then.
Sure. See you on Saturday, and I'll be sharing a rundown of the event with you on email so that you kind of know what the schedule is like.
Sure. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you so much, Gavin.
Take care. Goodbye.